Manny and Hope have an ambitious but clear plan. Extend the existing patio by 4 feet, creating enough space for a future screened-in area and an outdoor kitchen. When they received a quote of $22,000 from a local contractor, Manny knew there had to be a better way. Determined to save money and take full control of the project, he decides to tackle the job himself. What begins as a simple idea soon turns into a hands-on project, blending careful planning, construction skills, and a vision for a backyard space built for comfort, entertaining, and long summer evenings outdoors. Instead of mixing the concrete, they use a dry pour method, spreading the dry concrete evenly and leveling it as much as possible. Although it sounds simple, it takes hours to get the surface flat and even. Once it is ready, they spray the slab with a garden hose to begin the curing process. He continues misting the concrete every hour, then leaves it for a few days to fully cure. Since the new section will later hold a screened enclosure and an outdoor kitchen, the framing has to be firmly attached to both the patio slab and the house. He drills holes to line up the post brackets, then hammers in concrete bolts. As the bolts are tightened, they expand inside the concrete, locking the brackets firmly in place. Before mounting the ledger board, flashing tape is applied along the back to keep rainwater from seeping between the board and the house wall. The board is then secured directly to the house with long, heavy-duty fasteners so it can safely support the weight of the future patio roof and framing. The posts are positioned as the main supports for the extension. They are secured firmly to the brackets to keep the structure from shifting or weakening over time. A beam is then placed on top of the posts. It ties them together and forms the base where the rafters will be installed later. Next comes the rafters. Each of them is measured and cut with bird's mouth joints, a notch that allows the rafter to sit snugly on the beam. This ensures a tight fit, prevents shifting, and distributes weight evenly across the supports. To keep the bugs out, especially the relentless mosquitoes that have made the backyard miserable, Manny adds blocking between each rafter. After priming everything and sealing the gaps with caulking, the patio frame finally stands solid and ready for the next step. The roof work begins with OSB sheathing, which he primes and paints before installation. Pre-painting not only protects the wood from moisture, but also gives the exposed underside of the roof a uniform, finished look perfect for the patio below. To guard the structure even further, a drip edge is installed beneath the siding along the house, and flashing tape is applied between the roof and the drip edge. This setup channels water away from vulnerable seams and wraps around the roof's entire perimeter, creating a seemingly watertight edge. But is it truly full protection? Only time will tell. Next, ice and water underlayment is glued across the roof deck. It shields the roof from leaks during heavy rain or ice buildup. The underlayment is the unsung hero of the roof, quietly standing guard while the rest of the build comes together above it. When it comes to shingles, Manny leans on the stair-step method. It is a technique as old as reliable roofs themselves. Each shingle is laid with careful precision, overlapping just so, creating a path for rain to run off without ever finding a way in. The screened portion of the patio becomes the heart of outdoor comfort, a place to enjoy fresh air without battling swarms of mosquitoes. After reinforcing the rafters with black joist hangers, with his team he starts assembling the wall frames. He feels a sense of pride having his son by his side, knowing this hands-on experience will teach him skills that will make building things with his own hands much easier as he grows up. Panel siding proves to be the perfect choice for finishing the patio exterior. Its combination of sleek aesthetics and straightforward installation provides a clean, modern look without complicating the process. With Hope helping, the wall framing is covered in no time. To guard against water intrusion and protect the framing underneath, every exposed edge is sealed with caulking. Wanting a unified, polished appearance, the couple adds PVC trim pieces in a board and batten style, giving the siding visual depth and a touch of architectural interest. By combining functionality with thoughtful design, Manny and Hope transform the exterior walls of the patio into a surface that is both durable and beautiful, setting the style for the rest of their backyard retreat. The walls are painted a soft gray, making the new structure feel like a natural extension of the home. But summer brings its own challenge. Mosquitoes and other insects can quickly turn outdoor time into a nuisance. To solve this, the family turns to screens, ready to keep the bugs out while letting fresh air flow freely through the patio. The screens are what make this patio truly livable in nature. They keep mosquitoes and flies out while letting fresh air in, creating a comfortable, breezy space. Made from strong, tear-resistant material, they can handle sun, wind, and even light rain, but the real test will be how well they hold up through long summer evenings and unpredictable weather. Once all screens are in place, white trim pieces are clipped on over the tracks. This finishing step conceals the hardware and edges, creating a polished, unified look that complements the siding and framing. Proper landscaping serves both beauty and function. Placing rocks around the base of the patio directs rainwater away from the structure, keeping mud from splashing onto surfaces and helping protect the house and patio foundation from erosion. Next, plastic edging is placed around the perimeter to hold the rocks in place and prevent them from spreading. The rocks are then evenly spread and leveled with a metal rake, forming a neat, durable layer that lets water drain freely while protecting the base of the patio. At the patio doorway, Manny adds pavers to create a solid, level transition from the yard to the screened-in area. He lays down a weed barrier first to stop plants from growing between the stones, then adds leveling sand and a foam paper base to stabilize them. With Hope helping, the task becomes easier and more enjoyable. For the patio entrance, a PVC screen door is chosen. It is lightweight, weather-resistant, and low maintenance, perfect for a high-traffic entryway. And guess who the smaller door is for? The four-legged family members. Curious and playful, the dogs put the screen walls at risk, but as soon as the door is installed, they eagerly test it out, proving its durability and convenience. Rainy weather must be taken into account, so protecting the doorway from water runoff is essential. To save money, Manny builds a small overhang using scrap wood left over from the project. The overhang is sturdy and extends just enough to shield the door from direct rain. When constructed properly, it can withstand wind, rain, and other weather conditions. Greenery creates a welcoming entrance, bringing life and beauty to the space. Plant hangers, trellises, and pots filled with vibrant plants transform the patio, adding color, texture, and a natural element that softens the hard lines of the exterior. It's time for another improvement in the backyard, adding a paver walkway between the house and the gym. Before any pavers go down, the ground needs proper preparation. The area is leveled, adjusted, and compacted again and again to create a solid base. This part of the job takes patience. It doesn't look like much at first, but it's one of the most important steps in the whole process. The prep work alone takes about 3 days of steady effort. Most of the work in a paver project happens before a single paver is even placed, and that's exactly why professional installations often cost as much as they do. Once the pavers are set, edge trim pieces are installed around the perimeter to keep everything in place and prevent shifting. The final step is filling the joints with polymeric sand. The sand is swept into the gaps between the pavers and lightly sprayed with water. As it absorbs moisture, it hardens overnight, locking the pavers together and helping keep weeds and insects out. What do you think the family decides to add to the patio? A kitchen area for cooking up delicious meals. After sheathing the walls with OSB, which will be covered with stucco, Manny frames a kitchen island right in the center of the patio. Later on, a concrete countertop will be poured on top to finish it off. Since the space is screened and not fully waterproof, extra care is needed for any electrical work. He uses electrical conduit to protect the wiring, creating a sturdy, weather-resistant path that keeps the cable safe from water, sunlight, and damage. For all outlets and connection points, waterproof electrical boxes are installed. These keep water out of the circuits, reducing the risk of short circuits or corrosion, and keeping everything safe for outdoor use. This careful setup lets the patio support lighting, outlets, or future appliances without any safety worries. For the walls and the kitchen island, OSB is an ideal material because it is cost-effective, strong, and resistant to everyday wear. In areas near the grill, however, OSB is replaced with cement board to reduce the risk of fire. It can handle high heat and creates a safe surface around the cooking spot. The grill area is planned to sit against a tiled wall with a ventilation hood. Before the tiles can go up, the hood itself needs to be positioned in place. Manny marks the spot for the exhaust duct and drills a hole through the wall so smoke and heat can vent safely to the outside. Since the wall will be exposed to heat, grease, and cooking splashes, exterior rated ceramic tiles are a good choice. First, the OSB is covered with a proper tile substrate so the adhesive can bond securely. For outdoor kitchens, medium or small-sized tiles often work best. They're easier to install without too much cutting and handle minor surface irregularities better. Once the adhesive dries, exterior grout is applied to fill the joints. This grout is designed to withstand outdoor moisture and the expansion and contraction that comes with temperature changes. While some might assume that smoke and odors naturally dissipate in a partially open patio, in reality, cooking smoke, grease particles, and heat can linger, settle on surfaces, or even enter the house if not properly vented. A range hood ensures these byproducts are safely directed outside, protecting both the structure and the comfort of anyone using the space. Manny staples metal netting onto the wall sheathing. Over time, walls without proper reinforcement can develop cracks as the plaster dries and shrinks. But the metal netting helps distribute stress evenly, keeping the surface strong and stable. He starts the plastering work at the bottom and works his way up, applying thin layers. He uses a handmade comb to draw a series of lines in the plaster, creating grooves that help the next layer stick properly. Meanwhile, the toy trash can arrives. He's been waiting patiently, knowing that having the exact size is important for a perfect fit. Now he begins framing the spot, making sure the opening would fit just right. Metal netting and plastering continue. While the first layer dries in one spot, a second layer is applied in another area. He repeats this process over and over. Building up the plaster in thin, controlled layers, each pass strengthens the wall and helps prevent cracking, ensuring that the final surface is solid and long-lasting. With the grill and other appliances on the way, Manny waits to frame the key sections of the island until he has the exact measurements, making sure each component will fit perfectly. On the opposite side, he frames the space for a refrigerator, carefully considering ventilation and the appliance's dimensions. Throughout the build, he uses pressure-treated wood, which is naturally resistant to moisture, rot, and outdoor wear, helping make the entire structure more durable and long-lasting. For the countertop, concrete is chosen. It's an extremely durable material, which makes it ideal for the grill area where hot and heavy items are often used. The challenge with concrete, however, is its hard surface, which can be rough on plates and glasses in a typical kitchen setting. Since this section is specifically for the grill, though, those concerns are less of an issue. The durability and heat resistance of concrete make it the perfect choice for this spot, handling both heavy use and high temperatures without worry. Once the concrete fully hardens, the temporary protections are removed. A few small air bubbles are visible, but that's pretty common with cast concrete. These little imperfections are part of the process and often give the surface a subtle, handcrafted look. The molds are snapped off, revealing a durable custom countertop, one of the most distinctive elements of the patio. After the stucco dries for about 5 days, it's time to paint. The color chosen is balanced beige, which gives the space a calm, warm feel. While Hope finishes painting, her husband cuts some pressure-treated boards that have been drying in the garage for the past 2 months. Pressure-treated wood is usually very moist, and since the plan is to stain it, it needs to be as dry as possible so the stain can soak in and adhere properly. Little by little, the whole kitchen area starts to come together. The appliances are in place. But something still feels missing. The open space above the island looks a bit empty, and it's the perfect spot to add something that brings both function and style. That's when the idea of pendant lights comes in. Hanging above the island, they provide focused light for cooking and preparing food, while also adding a decorative touch to the space. Some furniture fills the cozy corner, slowly turning that part of the patio into a small, relaxing spot. A couple of chairs and a table are set in place. It's the kind of corner that invites you to pause for a moment and relax after a long day. When the family first bought the house, installing a sprinkler system was high on the list of priorities. But as often happens with a new home, the project list kept growing. First came the fence, then the gym, followed by a shed and the patio. Only after all those projects are finished does the sprinkler system finally get its turn. A reliable irrigation system helps keep the lawn healthy, cuts down on the need for manual watering, and keeps the landscape looking good during the hot summer months. But, as often happens with home projects, the list of things to do quickly starts to grow. For the sprinkler system, the choice is IrriGreen, a highly efficient smart irrigation system. Its biggest advantage is coverage. With just 2 sprinkler heads, it can water an area that would normally require around 20 heads in a traditional system. Each head can spray water up to 30 feet in any direction, and the system can be programmed to match the exact shape of the yard, so water only goes where it's actually needed. It even checks the weather forecast and automatically skips watering if rain is on the way. In just a month and a half, the couple manages to complete the project, but there are still plenty of ideas waiting to be built. Do you remember the family's playful, curious dogs? Over time, they've turned a section of the lawn into something that feels more like a sand pit than a backyard. Every time they run or play outside, loose dirt ends up being tracked back into the house. To solve the problem and create a more usable outdoor space, Manny decides to build a large patio. With the ground properly leveled, he moves on to preparing the surface for the new patio pavers. Rather than using a traditional rock and gravel base, he's chosen special Paver base panels. They are both labor-intensive and time-consuming. These innovative panels make the process much easier, creating a stable, uniform foundation for the pavers without the need for a thick layer of rock. After finishing up the edges, he pours concrete all around the patio. This isn't just for looks, it helps keep the sand in place and locks all the pavers so they don't shift when walked on. He then spreads polymeric sand into all the cracks. This sand is ideal because once it's misted with water and left to sit, it hardens and holds the pavers firmly in place. A few days later, the pavers are sealed with wet lookstone sealer. It not only protects the pavers from stains, but also makes them highly hydrophobic, so water beads right off the surface. It's time to build an outdoor fireplace, and Manny has never done one before. His wife spends some time searching online for ideas, and after showing him a bunch of options, he comes up with a design he thinks will work and dives right in. The fireplace footer is built following all the proper steps. First come the drainage rocks, then the frame, and finally concrete reinforced with rebar for strength. The weather is ideal for curing, so after about a day and a half, the forms are removed. This solid pad will serve as the base for the fireplace. A well-built patio fireplace isn't just functional, it's a focal point, drawing people together and adding warmth that extends the use of the patio into cooler evenings and seasons. Unlike a basic fire pit, a fireplace with a chimney directs smoke upward and away from those sitting nearby, making it more comfortable and improving air quality. For him, this is a big challenge, building a proper fireplace with no prior experience. With the cinder block walls now at their final height, he prepares the structure for the bond beam, a reinforced concrete section that ties the walls together and adds extra stability. This step is especially important for a fireplace, which needs to withstand both heat and the weight of the masonry above. Once the form is securely in place, Manny pours the concrete. Halfway through, he embeds rebar inside for added structural strength, then fills the rest of the form. He taps the mold with a mallet to release any trapped air bubbles. The form is left to cure for a couple of days, allowing the concrete to harden fully and reach its maximum strength. To keep the edges clean and prevent the top of the wall from spreading, he installs metal corner trims, which act as a solid guide for the remaining layers of the chimney. He stacks 4 more layers of cinder blocks. But as the chimney rises, the surface begins to look uneven. So he adds mesh and continues applying the stucco until the entire exterior is covered. Next, the master prepares the chimney cap by placing pavers upside down on top of the stucco base. The final top cap, an 80-pound slab, is placed to allow smoke to escape naturally. Its weight alone is enough to hold it in place without any adhesives. Inside the fireplace, he installs fire bricks in a herringbone pattern, cutting each piece to fit precisely and securing them with high-temperature fire block sealant. A final layer of stucco is applied over the cinder block and paver base to create an even surface. Serving as a clean canvas for painting, it also protects the masonry from moisture and weathering over time. After letting the stucco dry for 48 hours, the couple have chosen a warm, inviting color for the final finish, patient beige. The color softens the fireplace's appearance, keeping a sophisticated, elegant look. Because stucco is absorbent, the first coat of paint is partially absorbed, so a second coat is applied to achieve a uniform finish. Adding greenery creates a welcoming outdoor space. A layer of rich potting mix is placed at the bottom of each hole for nutrients and drainage. The plants are positioned, and the remaining space is filled with more mix, giving them solid support for healthy growth. Online prices for outdoor furniture are high, so he decides to build custom pieces himself. He sketches out the designs and dimensions, planning each piece to fit the patio layout and comfortably accommodate future guests. Later cushions are added, purchased from Amazon, fitting snugly to provide both comfort and style. What does this space really need? A cinema-grade outdoor theater that turns the entire backyard into an unforgettable entertainment escape. Manny has ordered a cinema kit from Amazon. The setup includes a projector screen, Wi-Fi speakers that connect directly to the projector for immersive surround sound, an inflatable couch for comfortable seating, and 2 microphones for karaoke nights. Over the past couple of years, one corner of the yard had slowly turned into a junkyard, with leftover materials and garden debris left to sit and pile up. The family decides it's time to reclaim the space and transform it into something useful and visually appealing. The plan is ambitious. On this leveled ground, they aim to build an 8-foot wide shed for storing tools and outdoor equipment, along with a Paver walkway featuring built-in LED lighting. Only time will tell if the plan comes together, but the vision promises to transform a neglected corner of the yard into a functional, illuminated, and inviting outdoor space. With the platform complete and leveled, they move on to framing the shed walls, working quickly to stay ahead of the approaching rain. At least the shed will be covered once it's up. They start with the back wall, since it will sit flush against the fence and be hard to reach once installed. Siding panels are attached, and exterior paint is applied to protect and finish the surface. With the rafters securely in place, Manny begins working on the shed roof. He covers the roof with OSB panels, then adds thin metal drip edges to channel water away from the walls, helping prevent leaks and wood rot. Next, a waterproof membrane is applied to protect the shed from rain and potential ice damage. With these steps complete, all the preparation work for the final roofing is finished. Finally, he installs the asphalt shingles in a stair-step pattern. Each row overlaps the one below it, forming a tight, weatherproof seal and creating a fully protected roof. The weather forecast turns out to be wrong. The next day is sunny, with a few clouds but still dry. Work on the shed continues. After sheathing the walls with OSB, the soffits are installed, which help ventilate the roof and protect the eaves. The F channels are only available in white, so he spray paints them black to match the shed's aesthetic. He then slides the perforated panels into the channels and secures them in place. With the shed fully trimmed and prepped, the master begins installing the siding panels, which form the main protective layer for the exterior. The siding is essential because it shields the structure from moisture, wind, and UV damage while also giving the shed its finished, polished appearance. After reviewing the work, the couple realizes the original picket-style siding won't look right from the road. It doesn't match the backyard aesthetic, so they decide to replace it with a modern siding option that better complements the patio and fireplace. After installing some leftover flooring from the garage, Hope comes up with another idea she found on Pinterest. They cut a few pieces of wood and build a simple rack to hold storage totes. But once it's installed, it quickly becomes clear that it takes up way too much space. So they move it to the other side of the wall and decide to build additional storage where it was originally planned. The new shelves are just as simple, made with a few boards and some leftover OSB from the roof. Nothing fancy, just sturdy enough to hold tools. Also, several boards are installed into the wall at an angle, which turns out to be a perfect solution for tool storage. They decide to build a door, actually 2 doors, because they like the look of French doors. The doors are finished, already painted, with the hinges installed. But when it's time to hang them, there's a small problem. The measurements are slightly off. In the end, they trim about 1/4 of an inch from the edges, and the doors fit perfectly. After completing the shed, Manny and his wife turn their attention to the side yard, an area that has been neglected for quite some time. Instead of hiring help, they decide to tackle the project themselves, relying on creativity and hands-on work rather than a big budget. The first step is preparing the ground. They rent a tiller to break up the soil, turning it into loose earth that's much easier to move, shape, and level. With the ground properly compacted, he begins building the retaining wall, which will hold the soil in place and create a clean, structured edge along the side yard. Next comes the paver walkway. The base is prepared the same way it was for the patio, ensuring a stable and level foundation. Once the base is ready, he starts laying the pavers, positioning them one by one. Another retaining wall is planned to hold the sand and leveling materials in place. Retaining walls are a key element in landscaping. They prevent soil erosion, create level surfaces for walkways or patios, and define garden beds or yard areas, giving the space both structure and functionality. A walkway in the yard is more than just a path. It's an important landscaping feature that connects spaces, guides movement, and enhances the overall look of the yard. A well-planned walkway not only adds functionality, but also helps control erosion, manage water runoff, and define garden or patio areas. Creating a base with compacted soil, a weed barrier, and leveling sand or paver base panels is essential. This foundation keeps the walkway even, durable, and resistant to shifting or settling over time. When building a walkway, choosing the right pavers is essential. Concrete pavers can mimic the look of stone or brick, while natural stone options like granite, slate, or travertine offer a more classic, durable feel. Interlocking pavers are designed to snap together for easy installation. The final choice is up to the owners and depends on the style and look they want for their yard. A well-built walkway with retaining walls doesn't just improve functionality and safety in the yard, it also enhances the visual flow, connecting the patio, garden beds, shed, and other outdoor features into a unified and inviting landscape. The couple installs a French drain, a reliable method for redirecting water away from problem areas. They dig a trench along the drainage path, line it with the landscape fabric to prevent clogging, and fill it with gravel and a perforated pipe. Water entering the trench flows through the pipe and is carried safely away from the yard. To enhance the patio's ambiance, LED lighting is added along the walls. Tracks for the LED strips are installed along the edges of the retaining walls, and wall toppers are adhered in place, slightly overhanging to hold the LED strips securely and perfectly aligned. The family plants thuja bushes and boxwood shrubs because they're low maintenance, evergreen, and adaptable to different soil types and light conditions, making them ideal for landscaping. They grow slowly, are easy to shape into borders or small hedges, and stay green all year round. The walkway is finished by spreading polymeric sand into all the cracks, just as Manny has done in previous projects. This step ensures the walkway stays level and durable, even under heavy foot traffic and seasonal weather changes. With the major construction and landscaping complete, only the final touches remain. The flower bed is covered with black mulch, giving it a clean, crisp look while helping retain soil moisture, suppress weeds, and protect plant roots. LED strips are then added around the flower bed and along key areas of the yard, creating a soft glow that highlights the landscaping at night. Manny lays the sod pieces onto the prepared beds. These pre-grown sections of grass create an instant lawn, avoiding the need to plant seeds. Each piece is designed to fit snugly with its neighbors, forming a continuous, uniform turf once installed. The backyard transformation is finally complete. Every corner tells a story of dedication, creativity, and teamwork. The yard has grown into a space of comfort, beauty, and memories just waiting to be made. It feels alive, welcoming, and completely personal. A backyard that reflects the hard work, love, and care of the entire family. If this build helped you, stay tuned for more videos coming your way soon. Hit the bell to stay updated, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment telling us which part was your favorite.